The views expressed are solely those of the speaker and not necessarily those of Paltalk.com, AVM software, or its advertisers.
News Talk is online. News Talk Online is a production of Paltalk.com, the largest multimedia interactive program on the internet with more than 4 million unique users. This is yours, and the beautiful Ariana can help you with that if you need. I'm your host, Gary Baumgarten. We're on demand on iTunes. We're on demand on YouTube. We are syndicated to 12 million additional households through our good friends at CRN Digital Talk Radio. This show normally runs from 5 to 6 p.m. New York time, and we will have our usual show at 5 o'clock, but we had to come on with this special edition of News Talk Online from our man Charlie Murphy.
What's going on,
Welcome
man?
to
Right.
News Talk Online on Paltalk.com.
Man.
Oh, it's my pleasure, my pleasure. This is really a thrill. I don't know if you know much about Paltalk, but it's the largest. On the internet. We got 4 million unique users on Paltalk.
Wow.
So yeah, all your fans are out there. They're looking at you. You can look at them, and we could talk, and they could talk to you, and it's very, very cool. So I got to see The Perfect Holiday. I had a ball. Did you have a ball making it?
I had a ball making it. I mean, the film it has Queen Latifah, Terrence Howard, Morris Chestnut, Gabrielle Union, Cat Williams, and me.
Yourself. But you know what I got to say, despite the fact that it was a stellar cast and you did a wonderful job, that little girl, the youngest girl, I forget what her name is.
Emily, she played Emily in the movie, right?
Right.
Yeah,
she just stole the movie. You got to admit,
the kid always steals the show, man.
Yeah, especially a Christmas show, right?
Definitely, because it's about them.
That's right. So this was a remake of an old classic, this film.
Not
exactly?
Not to my knowledge.
Okay. So this was all fresh.
This is all fresh. This is Lance Unrivera's from the brain of Lance Unrivera. He wrote the film.
Wrote, directed, produced.
Wrote, direct, produced, and the whole thing for me is this. This is the fairy tale season, the holidays,
right?
And this film was the perfect fairy tale.
What I liked about it is it was funny,
right?
But it was a little bit touchy.
Exactly.
For the guys, I mean, it was really for the, it's a good chick flick, guys. I will tell you this right now. It is a good chick flick, but because it's a romantic comedy and everything. You played a little bit of a villain in this film.
Well, that was what I was brought in to do. And what I liked about it was what I pulled off as being obnoxious but delightfully obnoxious.
You were delightfully obnoxious, yes.
Not just being, and that's what we was going after. With Jay Jizzy,
you were a rap star.
Jay Jizzy, a rap star,
record producer,
record mogul. I own a fragrance. I own my own line of cars. A whole bunch of stuff. This guy is just all around entrepreneur. He's involved in everything.
Right.
And that causes him to have a big ego.
Now, I watch films all the time, and you could tell when the actor's getting into the role or he's just playing the role. It seemed to me like you were getting into that role.
Oh, absolutely, man. I'm a chance to act like that. And not go to jail after.
And not go to jail after, and not getting capped walking out of Hot 97 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I had fun, man.
Did you ever think about maybe, expanding beyond acting and comedy
No, I'm gonna tell you something, man. You do what you're compelled to do in this life, and I'm compelled to continue doing stand-up comedy and improving it in my craft as an actor. That's what's in front of me.
Some of your stand-up, by the way, is about contemporary things.
Exactly.
I understand you had a little comment about Michael Vick.
Oh yeah, I did have a comment about Michael.
I heard that you had a comment about Michael Vick.
Yeah.
He made a big mistake, right?
He made a huge mistake. Yeah. Y'all know what that was, right? You know what it was, right?
Yes, I know what it was because I heard the act.
He forgot something.
Forgot something very important. He forgot that Johnny Cochran wasn't around
no longer with us.
Because
we could have made him come to my show to get the answer to that, man.
I know. We're going to get people to your show, man. Don't worry about that. By the way, where are you playing?
This New Year's I'm going to be in San Jose for the whole weekend. I'm going to be out there, and then I'm going to Marco Island, Florida the following week, and then I think Philly. Like they're doing all the routing for next year right now for me, and I'm booked till June. But I haven't seen all of the, nor have I memorized. But wherever you live at, I'll be coming there
sooner or later.
And if you live outside the U.S., because last year I went to Sweden and to Canada and did very well there. I'm trying to come to Australia. I need to know where's to go down there because I want to come out there. I know they show the show over in Australia, and now a lot of fans that come and see me here in America. A lot of people from Australia come to the U.S. and come to my shows, and I want to come over. I want to go over to Melbourne and Sydney, and do it. London as well. What's up?
Yeah, we have a huge audience in Australia and a huge audience in England, so it might happen. You never know. There might be somebody else.
Ireland. What's up? Charlie Murphy will come see you personally.
There you go. Personally. What do you like better, the acting or?
Actors, they a lot of them, the good ones, they do theater, they work on stage, and they work in front of a camera. I happen to be a comedian, so when I'm on stage, I'm just by myself.
Yeah. So when you're doing when you're acting though, you got an opportunity for take 2, take 3, take 4. But when you're up there, and we do this show with Ray Ellen, who you know very well, Late Night with Ray Ellen. I watch these comedians, and it's not easy standing out there. You're bare ass naked, basically in front of everybody.
Well, that's what the dare is in doing comedy. That, yes, you're going to get naked, and you're going to do it with confidence. Yes, that's right. Look at me.
That's right. Well, you are a very confident kind of
I may not be well endowed when I'm buck naked in front of everyone.
I don't want to know about that. That's going too far.
And I'm showing you that I don't care about it.
This is stuff I don't care about.
It's not big to me. It's not
maybe some of the ladies out there do, but I don't care about that.
I'm saying you just got to bare your soul, man. You got to be real up there, man.
What do you have time to do all this? Because you probably did more movies in 2007 than any time in your career, about 5 or 6.
The way they had those movies listed is like they was all done. They weren't all done in 2007. Some of them were done in 2005.
They just gave
they were independent films, and these people just finally got it to the point where they can, release it, because there's a lot of traffic out there.
Yeah, it's got to be a little frustrating. You go to do, it's nice that you support the independent filmmakers. You don't always go to the big studios, and a lot of guys wouldn't do that.
Hey, the independent guys supported me, so of course I would support that.
Right. But then you go and you do the gig, and then the film doesn't get released for 4, 5, 6 years.
Well, the turnaround on a film with a big studio is at least 13 months.
Really, it's that long?
Yes.
Oh, I never knew that.
Because they do all the testing and stuff. They do like 4 or 5 sessions of that. They cut it, test it, cut it again, test it, and while that's happening, months are passing by.
Yeah, gotcha.
They finally get the one that they want to release to the public.
Charlie Murphy's our guest in this special edition of News Talk Online on Paltalk.com. He's here to listen to you probably more than he is to me because you are the fans. Let's go to our first caller. I guess his name is Richard. I did not get where you're calling us from, so if you could tell Charlie where you're calling from, Richard, that'd be great. Welcome to News Talk Online, Richard, on Paltalk.com. Yo, Richard, we need to hear you when we go to you. All right, let's jump to Michigan, my home state, and Jim. Jim is calling us from Michigan. Jim, welcome to News Talk Online on Paltalk.com.
Okay, thank you very much, Charlie Murphy. It's an honor to be able to ask you a question today. In fact, one of my interviews with comedians was Tim Allen. And I'd like to know, in respect, probably just a 2-part question, who would be your favorite comedian that you have patterned your material after? And do you think comedians in the future could draw as big an audience without using blue humor? Do you think the old days of being funny right